Tonight, from Austin, Texas, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Tyrod Taylor and the Austin Armadillos taking on Zach Wilson and the Houston Voyagers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU. It's Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Sanders, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he works free. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Zaven Collins. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
One of the classiest quarterbacks in the NFL, and always in a difficult position because he has the skills to be a starter, but there's usually a youngster behind him that they're grooming, and they want on the field. But when given an opportunity to be the guy, he's led teams to the playoffs, and he's also gone to the Pro Bowl. A great combination of arm and legs, not to mention a brilliant mind.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Taylor. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Gore again here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Taylor. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Gore. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. On 3rd down, Taylor.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off down at the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go play action with Wilson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And powering through at the 35. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk. It's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Sanders. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Taylor. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Taylor. And he'll find Pittman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Taylor can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Operating from the gun. Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Five yards remain on 2nd down. Now Wilson. It's complete. He's got Gronk. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Voyagers add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. At the 25. Boston's offense ready to go again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Being chased out left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line. Now Taylor to throw on second down. A dump off here for Gore. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological... Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Taylor's throw complete there to Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Taylor. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Here's Taylor to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now it's Gore. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 11. To throw is Taylor. They go with the screen to Gore. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Taylor.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Boston's offense ready to go again. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Taylor. Rolling. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Whitney merciless. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Taylor down around his goal line. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Taylor. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
2nd down and 3.
From the shotgun, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll try to run with Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that'll push push the lead up to 13-0.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game, he'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
Boston's offense ready to go again.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Taylor will throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Taylor. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again.
With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To throw again is Wilson. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he's got room past the 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. They'll run again here with Gallman. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Voyagers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Wilson going to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Austin's offense ready to go again. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To throw again is Taylor. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing now, Taylor on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Gore. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Taylor. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd and goal, Taylor. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Once again with Sanders.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for our visitors, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.